Aristotle is back. This is a Taylor Jenkins Reid book, and we all love Taylor Jenkins Reid, an amazing writer.
I look at you and it's easy to see you are that someone I've been trying to meet.
Hey guys! Hello and welcome to another monthly wrap-up video. It's our favorite time of the month, and I'm going to show you guys all the books I read in the month of December. It's a festive month and it's the time of the holidays, so I had a lot of time to read and enjoy all of the books I read. I read 5 books in the month of December, and I'm going to walk you guys through all of the books I read. The first book I read is Aristotle is Back. This is a Taylor Jenkins Reid book, and we all love Taylor Jenkins Reid, an amazing writer. She's the author of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which we all know is my all-time favorite book. I love that book, and she didn't disappoint me in this one too. Aristotle is Back is an amazing book. It follows through the life of Aristotle, who is a tennis player, and she retired after breaking the world record to win the, I don't know what it is called, but she won one record and she broke that record, and then she retired. Her father was her coach all through her training and all that. And then after her retiring, there's an upcoming tennis, Nikki, who was about to break that record that Aristotle broke, and she felt no, she's not going to let that, and then she went back to tennis, hence the title Aristotle is Back. So she went back to tennis trying to play. Meanwhile, age was not on her side. She was already in her 30s, like in her even mid 30s, late 30s, 36 or so, and these are like children of 20 something, and like, you know, all these games, like when age is not on your side, it's always bad. So all those challenges she faced through going back and then doing well and all that, I absolutely love that book. And then there's the romance between her and her another co-player, tennis player too, and this book is just super cool. I rated it to 4.75 star. The reason why I didn't give this book a 5 star is because I really do not like how it ended, even though I understood why it ended in the notes in which it ended. So it's an amazing book. Even though it didn't end the way I wanted it to end, but I still understood why it ended on the note in which it ended, and it's totally okay. But I still prefer the way I wanted it to end. So I rated it a 4.75 star. Then I read this self-help book, Atomic Habits. This book is everywhere on the internet. Over 3 million copies sold. There's a reason why that is. This is an amazing book. It's a self-help book. It teaches you how to build new habits through tiny little changes. It's not those kind of self-help book that will tell you wake up tomorrow and be a superhero and do this and do that. It's realistic. It will tell you how you're going to make little tiny changes in your life and how it is going to like change your life. You'll start doing like the topic, like the title is atomic. We all know atomic is tiny little bits of the tiniest little bit of substance. So like the tiniest little bit of doing a certain thing, consistently doing it will give you an amazing result and outcome. So this is an amazing book and I really enjoyed it. I have read a lot of self-help books, but this is unmatched, I swear. So it's an amazing book, 5 star. Pick it up and read. This is a good way to start a new year. I have taken note of a lot of things and I'm going to work towards them, towards achieving my goal. I have seen a whole new perspective of how I'm going to do certain things moving forward. So read it. Then Yenka, where's your husband? This is a Nigerian author and it tells a typical story of a Nigerian woman, whether living in the diaspora or in Nigeria. Once you have hit 30 or around that age, everybody, your uncles, your aunties, your parents, your everybody is always asking you, where's your husband? You have to be married by this age. That is the norm. And if you're not, there's definitely something wrong with you. And this affected Yinka mentally and her life took a tumble. So this you would read and it's emotional. You will see what she went through and how she was able to go out of that and conquer all that. And there's a lot of self mental health discussion in this book, awareness, because as we know, the black community, we always feel mental health stuffs are not for black people and all that, but it's not true. We go through stuff, we have traumas. In fact, more than anybody else, I feel by virtue of being black alone is enough trauma for you to deal with in your life, and then coupled with other things which our culture add and all that. So this book is an amazing book and I totally love it and I would totally recommend it any day, anytime. Yeah. So and then after that I read John Grisham, The Whistler. Amazing book. It's about crime. It's to go through the story of a corrupt judge And then a whistler trying to blow up the corruption of the judge, the investigation, people dying during the course of the investigation, and all that. It shows through the life of a lawyer who works with the Bureau of Judicial Conduct. She's not necessarily an investigator, but the report was actually made to them, and she and her colleague went through with the investigation of the case, and they had to suffer along the line before bringing in FBI agents and all that, and how this whole thing was blown. And the amazing book, nice. I rated it a 4.5 star. Very, very nice book. Then lastly, Unfuck Yourself. This book is a self-help book, and it is one of the most realistic self-help books I have read. Honestly, it's like the gods conspired to make me read all these books in December so that I'll learn a lot of things. Atomic Habits and this, they are by far my favorite self-help books now. Like Unfuck Yourself, it shows a realistic, just like Atomic Habits, realistic approach towards changing your life, doing things, taking steps, taking actions, like realistic way, not all those unrealistic way of people telling you and then you begin to feel shit about yourself because you couldn't do all those things that are not realistic when you look at them. But this, it shows you a realistic way of doing things and taking actions, taking steps. Like amazing book. I'm still reading it. Today is December 30th. So I still have tomorrow to finish it, but I'm going to finish it today, I know. And even though I have not finished this book, I know what it is going to end like. So I'm going to give it a 5 star. Yes, it is that good and amazing. I'm almost through with it, and I'm going to rate it a 5 star. It is an amazing book and I love it, and I would recommend everybody like pick this book up and read it. Yeah. We have come to the end of today's video, and these are all the books I read in the month of December. Yes, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like it, please give this video a thumbs up and show me, and leave me a comment down below telling me the books you intend to read in January for the new year. Thank you guys so much for sticking by me throughout this year and giving me the opportunity to make all these videos, even though I know I don't have great views and all that, but I enjoy making them and I love looking back at them. I hope you guys would stick around and come back for more videos. Let's do this next year, guys. Love you guys. Peace. Goodbye.